Okay, so hello. I welcome you to this recorded session once again. So we just continue with frequency tables. So the previous videos we looked at the frequency tables and we were able to see how we can find the mean. So here let's look at what you do when you have a grouped frequency table. Okay, so group frequency tables group together data into classes. So this is an example of data that has been grouped into a class. Okay, and the class, this is the range of in terms of height from 5 millimeters to 10 millimeters. Okay, so they look like ordinary frequency tables, but they're slightly trickier. Okay, but they're not even tricky at all. Okay, they're not tricky at all, because for you to find, you just need to find averages. Okay, you add this plus this, you divide them by 2, and you get your average. The same thing that would apply here. So let's look at how you can find the averages from a grouped frequency table. This is just very easy. Okay, so unlike with ordinary frequency tables, you don't know the actual data values, only the classes. Okay, so here these are the classes that they are talking about. We are not given the actual values. Okay, we're just given a range. Okay, so for example, the table shows information about weights in kilograms of 60 children. Okay, then so just like we are given this, what we can do, so for this type we need 3 columns. Okay, before we even get to the mean, we need 3 columns for this. And how we can simply do this is to, let me get a brush for writing. So you need another table. Okay, and this table we call it frequency multiplied by x. Okay, so what we do is just multiply what value we get here with this, and that's how you get the values for the next column. Okay, like that. Then at the end we're simply going to need to find the totals in here. Okay, we need to find the totals, so we call this sum in the frequency, we call this sum in the frequency x. So the first job now is to simply get the value for x. So what I can just do, since I can't add this frequency, I will just add another column here just to make our work very simple. And we'll do this. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, okay, okay. So this is pretty easy. All we need to do is to add 30 plus 40. So this one I'll just call it x. So 30 plus 40, that's 70. Then you divide it by 2. That will give us 35. 40 plus 90, so 40 plus 50, that is 90, divided by 2, you get 45. And then 50 by this one, that is 110, divided by 2, you get 55. 60 plus 70, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And so that you get 1, so you have 70 by 60, 70 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you get 130. Then this 130 simply divided by 2. What do you get? 2 there, 1, 2 there, that's 6. 65. Okay. 80, that would be 150 divided by 2, that would be 75. Then what we do is multiplying this with this to get the value that we need to find in here. But some of the questions can be answered before we come to the we'll use this when calculating for the mean. That is when we're going to use that. So write down the model class. So the model class, remember, model means the class that has got the highest frequency. So you just go on the frequencies here. The highest frequency happens to be 18. So here your answer will simply be, so the model with the highest frequency is 50 to 60. Okay, so it's this one here. So you just write 50 less than, less than or equal to 60. Okay, then to find now write down the class containing the median. So the median, remember, it's the middle. The median is the middle number. Okay, the middle number. Okay, sorry about that, it's the middle number. Okay, the middle number. So we're going to say that the middle number, we need to use this formula, the one we're using for position. We said n plus 1 over 2. This will give us the position where the median is. So this is the total, which is our n. So it will be 60 plus 1 over 2. Okay, this gives us 61 over 2. This will give us 30.5. So what does this actually tell us? This tells us that it's simply tells us that it's halfway between 30th and the it's halfway between 30 and the it's between 30 to 31. Okay, so 30.5. This is just the position, so it's between 30 to 31. So now in doing so, we are going to go on so you just you can look at the classes without even doing this. This one and this one, this one and this one, this is the middle class. Okay, so you don't even need to, you can find the position for the sake of showing your work, but you can see this one is the one which is in the middle. Okay, the one. So write down the model class. It's the same one, it has the highest frequency. Okay, so that will be 50 less than or equal to 60. Okay, and this is the same for the median. Okay, then calculate the estimate for the mean weight. Okay, the estimate for the mean weight. So here's how we're going to find now the estimate for the mean weight. Here's what we are going to do now. Okay, I'm going to just do it from here. So we need you can make two tables that were done at first. We need two tables. Okay, we are going to separate them. So this is how you do it. Okay, and that, then we can just split it like that. So this one we can say it x, and then this one would be fx. Okay, so how do you find x? So you add, I've already shown you this, 40 plus 30, 40 plus 30, okay, so 40 plus 30, that is 70, then you divide it by 2, it gives you 35. 50 plus 40, 90, divided by 2, it gives you 45. 50 plus 60, that is 110, it divided by 2, it gives you 55. 60 plus 70, that is 130, divided by 2, it gives you 65. 80 plus 7, that's 150, divided by 2, it gives you 75. Then what you do now, you multiply this by this to get this. So 8 by 35, that is 280. 16 times 45, that is 720. 18 plus 55, that is 990. 65 by 780, that is, 12 by 65, that is 780. 6 by 75, that will give us 450. So the sums that we need the sum for this, so frequency. So when you add the total frequency, should always give you your total distribution, which is here. Okay, so that we just know it is 60. You can try to add with a calculator. It's going to give you 60. Then you also add the sum here. So when you add this, you add all these numbers with your calculator, you get 3,220. Okay, then now after this, now how do you how do you find your mean? So mean, represented by the x bar, we say mean is equal to the sum in the frequency multiplied by x, and then the sum in the frequency. Okay, so here we had what, this one in the sum for all these was 3,220 divided by the sum for the frequency was 60, and here we are ending up with a value which is 53.79, and these were in kgs, so we're just going to say kgs. Okay, so that is the mean. So the mean here is actually 53.7 kg. So it's just similar to what we did. Okay, just that you need to create the sign, but the procedure is just the same. Estimate the range of weights. Okay, so the range of the weights, you simply subtract the highest and the lowest classes. Okay, the highest and the lowest classes. Okay, so here the lowest class is 30, that's the lowest class here, and the highest one is 80 here. So for this one, the range will simply be 80 minus 30. This will give us 50. Okay, very simple and straightforward, but very profound. Okay, and these are typical exam questions that you have to look out for. Okay, so I hope you've gotten the point idea here.